This podcast is presented by Zack Labs, Cosbon, the instant costume adhesive. Have you ever had issues using materials to build cosplay costumes, theater props, or everyday repair? We have the solution you've been looking for. Zack Labs proudly presents our latest product, Cosbon, the instant costume adhesive. What you get is a 8.5 by 12 inch sheet. You simply peel off both sides much like you would double stick tape, except this isn't that. This is our patent-pending microfiber-infused adhesive that has a tensile strength of up to 100 pounds. This unique adhesive sheet is instant, and boy, do we mean instant. Activation is different than other products, as ours works purely by pressure. Simply peel and stick, applying even force, and it bonds. Instantly. It's human-safe, non-toxic, pet-safe, no fumes, and the best part, it won't ever stick to your hands. Rated for up to 75 wash cycles before starting to give. Great in the cold, rain, and even the heat. Stick anything to almost anything. Metals, plastics, most cloths, and best of all for all you cosplayers and costume builders, is all of your foam materials. While it does stick instantly, leave it alone with a bit of pressure for 24 hours and it cures to even stronger. So wave your magic wand and just use Cosbond, the instant costume adhesive. You are listening to a Dynamic Works Productions podcast. This show is available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio Network, and many, many more podcast services around the world. You can find all our content, music, videos, books, podcasts, and more on our website, www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Have questions, comments, or concerns for us? Head on over to the social tab on www.dynamicworksproductions.com if you'd like to talk to us. Now, on with the show. Welcome back to another episode of the Fork in Your Ear podcast. I'm your host, as always, author, podcaster, gamer, Tim K. Trotter. Joining me, as always, the Buster of Knuckles, the rolling new game. Oh, it's terrible. It's Mike. It's Mike. Save me.
What's up, Tim? How you doing, buddy?
I went down that path, and it was a dead end. It didn't go well. There's a guy. He shanked me. It was bad.
He's a guy. He's a guy. He has guy stuff, and he some help.
Yeah, indeed. As you listeners may be aware, if you guys are looking at this in your podcast viewer of choice, we have a brand new Fork in Your Ear podcast logo. It's shiny.
We do.
There's a dude. He's getting stabbed in the ear. He's looking a little surprised out of it. And if you can't tell in the image, a couple of those prongs are kind of going into his skin like venom tentacles. Tendrils. There you go. Yeah. And if it looks like there's a little fuzzy like line at the very bottom of the logo, it's because if anyone's paid attention to our old logo, we were always live technology, entertainment, gaming, and bullshit. Well, I added a little more there. I don't know if you caught that, Mike. Did you catch?
I did not.
Okay, it says always an orgy of bullshit.
Well, I mean, that's probably the best way to describe this. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyways, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about this fork. San Diego Comic-Con is happening right now as we speak. cool things have been announced, as well as horrible things have occurred as well. So there's all sorts of shit going down. But we're gonna go back to our spinning ring format of the show, even though entertainment will probably be the bulk of the show whenever we land on it. But we're gonna get right into it and spin the ring. And here we go. Okay, and we have landed right on life stories. I feel like I'll just launch first. I feel like I've missed a bunch of life stories because, we had our interview with Greg Smith and then stuff. Did I say on Fork, Mike? Do you remember if I talked about when I went down the tubing in the river?
I don't think you did, but I mean,
No.
I've had a lot of head injuries, so my memory isn't as good as it used to be.
Oh, okay. Well, earlier in June, when we were meeting up with Jessica's friends, we went tubing or like float tubing, like like down a river. Except, Mike, this was a fresh mountain ice water river.
Oh, so it's cold as balls.
Oh yeah, no, it was warm out. It wasn't super warm. It's kind of the beginning of our summer in Washington. It was only like 60 degrees or something, so it wasn't that hot out. Which was not great for how cold that water was. And so, we flowed down the river. It was like 5 hours or whatever. But I got bored because it wasn't flowing that fast. And like all bored men do if they're with their girlfriends and then their girlfriends.
They act stupid.
Yeah, just because entered the room, peanut gallery, back there. I decided that I wanted to try and splash her friend who was visiting up from California, which turned out not to be a great idea. Not because I missed a whole lot, but also because like I had it in my head. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of my tube and I'm gonna swim to her and I'm gonna like flip over her tube. So as soon as I went full into the water, even though I knew it was cold, like my balls, they just like they went inside. They turtled real hard, Mike. And then I slipped and then I fell all the way into the river.
Okay.
And I tried to catch up to both my tube and Jessica's friend's tube, and I it happened to be right at that moment when like the river got a little rougher, so I totally lost the tube and I went underwater and I rolled over a bunch of rocks, and I almost got my foot trapped in one of the, how you get like that suction vortex, when you're near like rocks and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is not good. And I basically froze to death for the last like hour or so of the trip, which was not fun.
30 minutes.
30 minutes, an hour. What do you
You're also talking
judging?
to a guy who takes ice baths twice a week,
Tim.
so
go in the water.
I know I know how cold water hurts.
Fair enough. Why do you take ice baths twice a week?
So I don't fall apart, and it helps with the recovery.
Okay, is that like it's like a workout thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What does that do? What does that do scientifically for your muscles there?
I don't know. No, I feel great when I do it. Probably because you're almost dying. You almost die. So like when you get out, you're like, oh great. Like I'll let you finish, and then that would be my bit of life. I'll talk about how I do an ice bath.
I mean, I don't have much else to say on that thing. Like that was kind of what happened. I mean, it was a nice trip, and it was cool, and I like water, and I like floating, like water stuffs like that. But yeah, no, it was basically just my stupidity because that mountain water, cold as shit, and I was like, oh, I'll swim in it, and then your body is like, no, you ain't, no, you ain't.
Nah, you're good. You're done.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
I don't like fresh water for anything. I don't go in water. I only go in pools. Because I don't want to get attacked by a shark or any of the weird things that live in water.
Yeah, like that horrific post I posted on our Discord.
Ugh, fuck all that, dude.
Did you look at that?
No. I don't fuck with shit in the water. I know what happens.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying.
there's shit in the water that can literally destroy you. So I'm like, I'm out. I'm good. Thanks. Peace. The way I do an ice bath, because I usually do it after leg day, which is on Thursday.
Oh yeah. Hang on.
because-
Speaking of leg day, because she's in the
Oh
room.
my god.
So my Jessica, she did her leg day. Like
I almost threw up in front of everybody.
yeah, she went too hard.
I went too hard.
Yeah, well, I mean,
still feeling it. Like, I'm better now, but like yesterday, I couldn't like walk. I couldn't squat down because I could feel it in my butt. Like, really good.
Yep, that's about right.
He says that's about right.
You're doing everything correct. That's how you're supposed to do leg day. You're not supposed to be able to, if you do leg day on Friday, on like Thursday, you shouldn't be able to do anything until like Sunday if you're being real nice about it.
He says if you do leg day on a Thursday, you shouldn't be able to do anything until Sunday if you're being real nice about it.
I made the mistake of not doing it like on a Friday.
Yeah.
So I thought I could handle it. I couldn't handle it.
So, but anyway, go on, Mike.
Yeah, I usually do it like leg day, and then because my shoulders are kind of bad, I usually go like on shoulder day. I do it too because it helps me feel better and helps me recover basically.
Yeah.
I go on my way home from the gym. I stop at the local wherever, gas station. You can go anywhere really and get ice. And I get
not in California. Zing.
Oh, got him. But I get 2 20-pound bags of ice and 1 10-pound bag of ice. And I could have just said 50. But,
yeah, you could
have been. I'm difficult.
I mean, that's probably the ratios you get, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I get. And I walk in, I get everything. The guy goes, "Oh, it's that time of week." I'm like, "Yep." They already know, they know me, type of thing.
Yeah.
I get home. I prep the bathroom. By prepping the bathroom, I lay towels down all over the floor because I get out and it's a mess. It really is. And I get out. I run the water and I make sure it's not super cold because we have cold water in New Jersey apparently. I have been told, cold showers and whatnot.
Okay.
I run the water. I get it in. I throw in the 10-pound bag of ice. Let it sit for a while. Throw in the 20-pound bag of ice. Let that sit for a minute. Then I get in. And after I get in with the 20-pound, I take the other 20-pound bag of ice and put it not on top of me, but around me in the water. Which sucks.
But you do it every week.
I do it twice a week.
Twice a week? Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I do it twice a week.
Well, I mean, I guess whatever sinks your boat, right?
I guess that's the term.
I don't know. I was trying to turn it around. I don't know if it succeeded.
Yeah, I dig it. It helps me. I've done it before. I did it when I started after I lost like 45 pounds because of insanity. I started doing it.
When was this? Because I've seen you. You're not a chunky man.
After my dad died.
Okay. So a long time ago.
Yeah, well, 4 years.
Okay, not a long time ago. I'm a terrible person.
That's fine.
It's fine that I'm a terrible person? Okay.
No, it's fine that, you think you're, it's not like you did it on purpose.
That's true. Fair enough.
But I did the insanity back-to-back twice, by the way. Really sucks. Not fun, but, I mean, I had fun doing it because I went with my buddy.
Okay, wait, so insanity is like a type of workout?
Yeah, you've never seen the Insanity workout trailer?
Oh, hang on, Jessica's nodding her head like I should know what the hell it is.
You should know what an Insanity workout is.
Do I need to see something right now?
I will send you the trailer.
Is this what's happening? Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, you do.
Fair enough.
I just gotta find the right one because there are several. I gotta find the official Beachbody one.
Well, fair enough. Let's see, any other life stuff I have. I can't remember if I mentioned, but there was this Toy and Geek Fest in Puyallup, Washington here a couple weeks ago, and they had the actual on-set Transformers cars there. damn, Optimus Prime is a big motherfucking rig. Like, you do not realize how big that fucking truck is until you're standing right next to it. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, oh, yeah, no, it's an 18-wheeler. Yeah, no, it's an 18-wheeler on fucking steroids doing fucking whatever the workout is that Henry Cavill does to be Superman. Like, shit.
I looked up his workout.
It's ridiculous.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, for sure. You got that link?
I'm trying to find the right one.
Okay. I'm trying to life story vamp for you.
That's cool.
Well, in other news, Fork Fam, I got the logo done for our new podcast project. It only took me beating my head against my fucking iPad and my phone for like 3 hours. Wasn't helpful that the iPad was not being cooperative. Like, I'd go to do the thing and I'd be like, yeah, that looks real nice, and then it would crash. And I'm like, fuck you.
It looks less nice now.
Yeah, and of course it'd crash and it wouldn't save, so I'd be at square one. So I ended up doing the whole fucking thing on my phone, which took more time, because even though I have an iPhone X, bigger screen, all that sort of stuff, it's still, it's still way smaller than an iPad screen, Mm-hmm. So, okay. Buster is sending me the link. Insanity. Okay. All right, we're just going to play this, and we can all suffer with whatever it sounds like. All right, here we go. There's a guy.
Ask someone who's heard of Insanity what they think of it, and chances are their answers will be,
this program is not easy.
It was so hard.
I've never done a workout as hard as that. It was insane.
That's true. Insanity is extremely hard, but that doesn't mean it's crazy. In fact, if you ask any of the tens of thousands of people who've done Insanity, they'll tell you it makes perfect sense. Because when you lose the weight you need to lose in only 60 days...
I used to wear a size 12, and now I'm wearing a size 6.
In the first 60 days, I lost 38 pounds.
When you see ripped abs in only 60 days...
I've never seen my abs.
These are the show muscles, right?
I feel like I have some pretty good abs.
Gain supreme confidence.
I've been skydiving.
I gained back the ability to do this.
And get the best body of your life in only 60 days.
Before I knew it, the body fat was just melting off my body. I didn't look like this 60 days ago.
What's so crazy about that?
That is real work. That is real effort. And guess what? That's just warm up. And I'm smiling because I want it.
Push! Come on! Dig! This is where it hurts. Don't give up. You can do it. Come on. I can't hear you. Burn it, baby. There you go. That's it. That's it, girl.
Insanity is the hardest workout ever put on DVD. But it's the only one that will give you a year's worth of results in just 60 days.
I started out at 205. I'm 168. A lean, mean, Insanity machine.
You don't need to drag yourself to the gym day after day.
I like the no gym idea.
You're in the gym. You don't need to buy a bunch of expensive equipment. You use your body to transform your body. You don't need to find hours of free time to get your workout in. Insanity's only 40 minutes a day.
Insanity is a shortcut to the body you want. Yes, the road is rough, but it'll get you there 6 times faster. I designed Insanity to give you a year's worth of results in 60 days. You want to take a whole year, or you want to take 2 months? I think you're crazy not to try Insanity.
That person that was sitting on the couch when Insanity came on, and I said, no way.
Go, push, knees up, abs tight, go.
I knew that I needed to change something about myself, and I knew that I wanted to be a hot wife when my husband got back from Afghanistan. Ordered it reluctantly, and then threw up on the first day.
That's what I want from you. Keep pushing, y'all. Keep pushing.
A lot of people say Insanity is crazy. It's insane.
This is beyond insanity. They need a new word for insanity. This is too crazy.
And it is. It's hard. But if you stick with it after 30 days, it's not so crazy anymore. You're seeing results, and it's becoming easier to make it through the whole workout without stopping as much. Insanity was not in my comfort zone at all. So far with Insanity, I've lost 31 pounds. Insanity and Beachbody gave me so much more.
Oh, I should stop it now. Can you tell me? Because they're just going to keep that going.
It gave me a new
Oh, it's only like
that I can
2 more
share with my
seconds and then
husband
it's
for a
over.
long time.
Might as well. Okay, so for those listening at home, it looks to me like Insanity, you don't have a gym, and it looks like there's a lot of you're pushing your weight onto your hands and doing things with your legs, and also a lot of like jumping and then repetitive movements of different ligaments, it looks like. And this is me saying this as a person who doesn't work out at all. Like a workout for me is, okay, so like a best workout for me is like an 8-mile jog. That's a good workout for me. I don't know these things about leg days or all these other things. Why are you laughing at me, honey? My girlfriend is laughing at me.
I don't know these things about leg days.
Basically, what I get from the Insanity thing is you're using your own body weight as your full set of weights.
Right.
To tone your muscle.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, she said it better. There you go.
It's a metric shit ton of cardio.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
But 40 minutes a day, though.
High intensity, so you're constantly
all right, Tim. I just want you to say with the 40. It's 40 minutes a day for the first month, and then it's like almost 90, I think.
Ugh.
Yeah, when you do max. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that whole 40 minutes a day bullshit. It's all well and good until you do the warm up the first time, and then you feel like you're gonna die. The warm up makes people throw up. I've seen the warm up made like when we first started. Me and my best friend, we both threw up on the warm up, and then we both went, "Oh shit! There's still another 37 minutes." Yeah, it's no joke.
I mean, what is it you're doing that makes you throw up?
Well, it's because you think it's easy, and then you just push yourself too far. I mean, that's what happens.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, I think that does it for life for this week. Spinning the ring again. Let's find out where we land. And we have landed on technology. Shit. I don't have a lot to say about technology, except I guess there's a satellite, and they found that there is a place on Earth that is so mind-numbingly colder than anybody previously thought. They recorded this place as being negative 144 degrees. Like,
fuck that.
Yeah. Not surprising. It's in Antarctica.
Yeah.
But it's a place that is so cold, it's colder than any other place previously recorded. The scientist who found it stated, it's a place where Earth is so close to its limit, it's almost like it's another planet. So, I don't know. That's kind of cool. Because the previous coldest place was at the Russian Vostok station in the South Pole in 1983, and it was a negative 128 degrees Fahrenheit.
God.
So this is 20 plus more degrees negative. That's twice as warm as the coldest temperature recorded on Pluto with its frozen lake. So Pluto frozen lake is twice colder. That's nuts.
Yeah. Still fuck you cold.
Yeah, for sure.
And I work in a freezer. I work in -10, -20.
Hey, we've all heard the story where I was trapped on the mountain in the freak blizzard. We all got a little frostbite, and one of my buddies got first stages of hypothermia. So yeah, you don't have to tell me twice what fucking cold feels like.
Yeah, fucking cold.
Yeah, for sure. The only other technology thing that I can think of, because like people, everybody knows I'm a huge Apple guy. But I guess, like they released their 2018 laptops or whatever, and they're beefy and like whatever, 40% more powerful than last year's. as all computers that are new year over year tend to be. But I guess there's some legit problems with the new Apple laptops. I guess they're overheating, which is a hell of a not good problem for a computer. Yeah, we can fucking tell you that. I don't know what's happening there. Something got missed or fucked up or something. But I'm hearing people tweet about it. There's some video game developers. They're like, what the fuck is this shit? This is brand new. I bought it a week ago and it's overheating. But I guess people are knowing about it so much because it's people who wouldn't normally know about this stuff. Like my dad was asking me like, hey, have you heard about the overheating Mac laptops? And I was like, yeah, I guess it's quite the problem. So if anybody's considering an Apple Mac laptop for their new 2018 models, may want to hold off a bit on that one. Don't know what the issue is. Don't know if it was, a supply problem or a design thing. Don't know what it is, but it sounds like it's kind of a pretty widespread problem. Overheating's overheating. I was actually talking about this with Jessica last night, and I was talking about you remember Compaq computers, right, Mike?
Vaguely.
Okay. They were like cheap ass computers and stuff in the 90s and then early 2000s.
Yeah.
My favorite memory of a computer was me and actually my other buddy Mike. We were playing Diablo 1 on his Compaq, and it was running real slow. And we thought we smelled like a burning thing. And so we hit eject on the disc tray, and the fucking CD comes out, and it's just fucking smoldering. And then the disc tray caught on fire. Like actual fire. Not like, oh, it's really warm, and it's making a smell. Like, no, bitch, we got the fire extinguisher. Like, that thing caught fire. So,
God damn.
But back in the day, I'd heard all kinds of things just from, this is before the internet, you could really hear stuff, but I would hear things all the time from my computer savvy friends, like, oh yeah, Compaqs exploded or they failed, or it was ridiculous. So, you got anything for technology this week, Mike?
No.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
No.
Well then, let's spin it again and get to more meatier subjects. Okay, there we go. All right, the big one, entertainment. Oh my God, so much shit is happening. San Diego Comic-Con is occurring right now. It's been going on for a little while. There's posters flying around for the second season of The Orville, which is a fantastic sci-fi show. Did you catch that show yet, Mike?
Orville, I've seen a couple episodes.
Okay, did you dig it?
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay, cool. There's some pretty awesome marketing. I guess all the little paper sheets you put on your toilet, whatever. There was I guess all the marketing ones for San Diego Comic-Con were Deadpool. And
it was Deadpool's face.
Yeah, and it was and it says Deadpool's face right where you punch the little insert. And it was like, this is all Fox could afford. Deadpool 2 dropping soon on Blu-ray and digital. And I was like, oh my God, that is the greatest marketing thing ever. A day actually before San Diego Comic-Con, there was a fan trailer or a fan mini movie. It was 15 minutes long that starred Nathan Fillion playing Uncharted's Nathan Drake in this little fan film. And it was kind of perfect and the best thing ever. Now everybody wants him to do, a full live action film. It was fantastic. Did you catch that thing, Mike?
I did not.
Okay.
But I also didn't play Uncharted, so.
Well, are you a Nathan Fillion fan?
I mean, yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. Well, then go watch it. It's fucking fantastic. It's classic Nathan Fillion. Because that's the thing. The character Nathan Drake in Uncharted is basically just Nathan Fillion. It looks like him, sounds like him, makes jokes like him. So having Nathan Fillion be in a fan film, it's of course, it makes perfect sense. huge drop at I guess the I don't know, whatever the Star Wars panel was at San Diego Comic-Con. They were doing a kind of a retrospective of the first CGI series, The Clone Wars, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna roll a video. It's like a retrospective. It's gonna be a thing." Except it wasn't. It was a brand new trailer because the fucking Clone Wars is coming back for another season, a whole 12 episodes to resolve all the storylines that they didn't get to resolve. Which is kind of pretty fucking awesome that they get to do that, because there's some really rad storylines in there for Star Wars things and stuff. Some storylines that have even popped up in the Han Solo movie actually originated in this Clone Wars series. So it's awesome that they get to finish it, because actually, I don't know if people knew this, but Clone Wars was actually canceled in its 4th season by Cartoon Network. And then they had a 5th season on Netflix, and then they got bought by Disney, and then they were like hella canceled because Disney was like, "No, stop this. We gotta regroup and build our own thing or whatever." And so there were all these like storylines on season 5 because it wasn't supposed to be the last season, and now they get to rectify that. It's pretty great. I'm super stoked. My one caveat though is it's been confirmed that it's going to be with the launch of whatever the hell the Disney streaming network is that Disney's building, like the one that's supposed to have like the Marvel shows are going to move there, and like the one that's supposed to be like Marvel's Netflix.
Yeah.
So that's happening. You were mentioning to me stuff about Jack Reacher.
Yeah, on Amazon.
Yeah. So tell me about this. Like, I know it's Tom Clancy, but beyond that, and there's been like books and movies. Like, what's the deal with Jack Reacher? Like, what do you know?
It's a spy with John Krasinski in it.
That's all you know.
That's all I care about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If
he does anything, I take it. Like, that's just. Yeah, he's like one of my favorite actors. It's from the trailer. He is a data analysis professional.
Okay, for like the CIA or something.
Yeah, something like that, and he gets pulled into it. So it's like a fish out of water type of thing.
Okay, groovy.
Yeah.
Well, people seem excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you see the new Sci-Fi Channel and George R. Martin's Night Flyers trailer?
If it was at San Diego Comic-Con, I've seen nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to shoot this over to you, and we'll do a countdown, and you can tell me what you think.
Okay, you might hear it through my TV because the Skype update is the worst.
Oh, okay.
Just let you know.
That's fine. Do you want to just... I mean, I've seen it, so do you want to just play it loud so that it comes through on your end?
Yeah, we'll see how it works. Okay, hitting the button. Let's see how long it takes. Oh, that didn't take long at all. Oh, where'd it be? And I'm going to be an ad.
Hey, Ryan, the new
an ad. See if I can skip, I will.
can help you buy some sweet kicks.
Let me skip because it's an asshole.
For your feet, baby. It's an
Yeah,
LG.
Ryan, you're a fucking dickhead. Go fuck
really
yourself,
sweet.
Ryan.
Give it
Don't
a
switch to
shot,
an LG
okay?
G7. They're terrible. It's like an iPhone 4. Okay. Some blood.
Not a distress call. Do not board the ship.
Okay.
Do not bring the night flyer back to Earth.
Night Flyers is a haunted house story on a starship. It's Psycho in space. And to space we go. Great.
Night Flyers is like nothing you've seen before. It's exciting stuff. I can't wait to actually see it come live on the screen.
This was an extremely ambitious set to build. It's acres of spaceship.
It'll be epic.
If I were to describe this series in 3 words, it would be just awesome.
Okay.
All right. What do you think?
I mean, it was vague to the point of me going, all right.
Yeah, there's actually a more trailery trailer.
Yeah.
The one I posted is just kind of like a first
teaser.
look thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not really missing much either in the other trailer. It's like, okay, it shows them building a space station for whatever reason, and shit goes wrong. I mean, it's, it's every sci-fi horror movie ever, basically. But, it's George R. R. Martin, it's sci-fi, and I'm like, I'm fucking down. I'm down.
Doing another show for sci-fi, maybe. Finish your book.
I mean, let's be honest. This is probably why that book ain't getting done. Because he's got this, and doesn't he have like other TV shows coming to like other things, if I'm not mistaken?
I mean, maybe.
He's got some other shit in the work.
Yeah, man. Instead of doing that dumb shit, maybe you should finish your fucking book there, Chief.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't care. I don't particularly like the written parts of the books, but the stories were good. If that makes sense.
I mean, I would like to know the ending of the story the way he wants it to be, as opposed to the way HBO wants it,
Well, I mean, good luck. You're probably looking at 2030 for that to happen, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I know.
If he's still alive. So in craptastic news, so writer-director James Gunn, famous for Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and other movies, including my personal favorite that's not Guardians. Oh my God, what was that movie called?
Cabin in the Woods?
No, he didn't do that. It had Nathan Fillion in it, and it was like a horror movie with worms. And it was kind of spoofy. It was fucking funny.
Horror movie with worms?
Yeah, it had Nathan Fillion in it. Oh, God damn it, I gotta look it up. Okay, hang on.
Sorry, keep talking, I got it.
Yeah, so anyways, he's officially been fired by Bob Iger, God. And he's been fired from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which he just finished his third draft of the script on. And he will no longer be writing, directing, or in any way, shape, or form working for Disney for the rest of his career. Like, this is a huge public firing. And we're going to tell you why he got fired. He got fired because of, I guess, a series of tweets that, oh my God, no, I said Siri. No, Siri, turn off. Fuck off. God damn it.
Slither.
Slither, that's it. Slither was fantastic, in my opinion. So we're just going to read the tweets here that got him fired. He wrote these tweets between 2008 and 2000. Looks like latest ones go to 2012. So here's the tweets. I'm just going to read the tweets. James Gunn, retweet at Pendleton. I like it when little boys touch me in my silly place. Shh. Next one from 2011. Photo shoot with Emma Leave, Steve Sparkle, and Melissa Pizza. I'm trying to maintain a semi-chub so they'll look impressive in these photos. 2010. The Hardy Boys, the mystery of what it feels like when Uncle Bernie fists me. Hashtag sad children's books. Another one from 2010. The Expendables were so manly, I fucked the shit out of the little pussy boy next to me. The boys are back in town. One from 2012. My new film, Jerk Loose, A, small town where beating off is illegal. One high school kid jerks off in front of the other to show how fun it is. Another one from 2009. This may be the plant version of adopting a 12-year-old girl who steals your money and accuses you of molesting her. 2011. This hotel shower is the weakest ever. Felt like a 3-year-old was peeing on my head. 2012. Eagle snatches kid is what I call it when I get lucky. Another one here says, I just downloaded that new Steven Tyler single. I feel the type of shame usually reserved for getting a $3 BJ from a Manny tranny. Another one he says, trying to figure out the most disgusting feature of Vegas, the tranny-rific Rita Rutter billboards, or the Ed Hardy clothing. Another one from 2012, 3 men and a baby had sex with unromantic movies. Another one doesn't have a year here. At Drew at Hitflix, honestly, the best policy, tell your 3-year-old you're laughing. Thinking of me fucking 3PO. He'll appreciate it when older. Another one from 2011, doing a big Hollywood film adaptation of The Giving Tree with a happy ending. The tree grows back and gives the kid a blowjob. Another one from 2009, I'm about to vomit as I'm stuffed with etouffee? I don't know what that is. And eggplant. I'm Louis Armstrong my ass out. Just the fat, not the little boys. 2008, Mary Matthews just told me a story about how a monkey jerked off to completion on a kid on the set of Max Keebley's big movie. And the final one from 2009, retweet at Blackheart. I remember my first NAMBLA meeting. It was the first time I felt okay being who I am. Some of those guys are still my BFFs. So, in closing, James Gunn is never going to write or direct a movie for Disney. Disney, who now owns 75% of Hollywood. James Gunn's career is essentially dead.
Yeah, you should have just said James Gunn is never again going to direct anything.
Hang on, my girlfriend is fucking with the TV over here, and she's failing horribly. What are you trying to do over here, hon?
I was trying to set up Mass Effect, and the TV just turned itself off.
Oh, okay.
And so I turned it back on, and then it did the noise, and I was like,
okay.
And I think my game's in...
Oh, your game's in this Xbox over here that's going to make this loud noise when I eject it? God damn it. Okay. Here's the disc. Here's the disc. You have headphones? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. You're making it worse by talking about it further. Okay, so, yeah, James Gunn. So, how do you feel about all this, Mike?
I feel like he did career suicide. He basically did seppuku on Twitter.
Sure. So, here's the thing on this particular note. All of these tweets were from years ago. None of them were recent. You know, like within the past 5 years. On his Twitter, and I'm going to pull up his Twitter right now here, he issued an apology and a statement about this stuff. Let's see, it's oh, he might have deleted his Twitter.
He probably turned off his Twitter.
Yeah, his Twitter is gone.
They probably deactivated his Twitter account for him.
Who, Twitter? Yeah, because they've been pretty aggressive. There's yeah, I don't know. It's on the internet. I've got it though. So this says, okay, here's what he tweeted out that is now no longer on Twitter. He said, my words of nearly a decade ago were at the time totally failed and unfortunate efforts to be provocative. I have regretted them for many years since, not just because they were stupid, not at all funny, wildly insensitive, and certainly not provocative like I had hoped, but also because they don't reflect the person I am today or have been for some time, he continued. Regardless of how much time has passed, I understand and accept the business decision taken today. Even these many years later, I take full responsibility for the way I conducted myself then. All I can do now, beyond offering my sincere, heartfelt regret, is to be the best human being I can be, accepting, understanding, committed to equality, and for more thoughtful about my public statements and my obligations to our public discourse. To everyone inside my industry and beyond, I again offer my deepest apologies. Love to all. So he also went on to say, Many people who followed my career know that when I started, I viewed myself as a provocateur, making movies and telling jokes that were outrageous and taboo. As I have discussed publicly many times, as I've developed as a person, so is my work and my humor. It's not to say that I'm better, but I'm very, very different than I was a few years ago. I try to root my work in love and connection, less in anger. My days saying something just because it's shocking and trying to get a reaction are over. In the past, I've apologized for humor of mine that hurt people, truly felt sorry, and meant every word of my apologies. For the record, when I made these shocking jokes, I wasn't living them out. I know this is a weird statement to make, and it seems obvious, but still, here I am saying it. Anyway, that's the completely honest truth. I used to make a lot of offensive jokes. I don't anymore. I don't blame my past self for this, but I like myself more and feel like a more full human being and creator today. Love to you all. So, from the perspective of like, okay, you said a bunch of shit on Twitter, and it's like still on Twitter. My viewpoint on that is, if you said a bunch of stupid shit on Twitter and it still bothered you, why didn't you delete the fucking tweet then? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you left it out there, you know, for somebody, you know, like if you really regretted it, you would have deleted it, right?
You would assume.
Can I say something on that?
What?
So my thing on it is because James Gunn was very vocal against like Trump and everything, that this is what me and my dad both agree on this, was if you're gonna start spouting shit, no matter who it is, you better make sure that whatever tweets or posts, things that you have on your social media account, that you have zero skeletons out there, because someone's going to dig it up, whether you still believe it or not, because who really goes through all of their Twitter feed again? But if you're gonna say something, someone's gonna dig up shit. So you better make sure before you say something provocative that you have nothing else hidden through your feed, because it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass, like he did with James Gunn. So I think now he's regretting it because he didn't think about the stuff that he had in his feed that anyone could take wrong.
Right.
So that's my opinion for anybody. It doesn't matter who it is, that if you're gonna say shit, clear out everything before you say it. That way nobody has it.
Yeah. So on the one hand, I think he totally should have deleted his stuff. On the other hand, I also think because he was this small-time director and he made like funny little movies and stuff like that, that I think the fame of Guardians went to his head a little, to be perfectly honest. You know, because when you have that kind of universal success, it's hard not to get your ego bloated, right? So I think he got a little ego bloated, and he, you know, that's all fine and good that maybe, you know, he doesn't, you know, in present, like, feel that way about himself or whatever in these tweets and whatnot. But, you know, if it's a thing and it's a thing you wouldn't do now, you should probably not do it. For example, so inside baseball for fam. So the very first podcast I ever did was a show called Kotakuite, where me and my buddy Sean would just read like every article of Kotaku while talking about it on a podcast. And I was like 16, you know, when we were doing this, 16, 17, something like that. So, you know, my mouth had literally no filter. You know, ridiculous religious stuff, ridiculous political stuff, ridiculous sexual stuff. You know, a thing that my co-host would say in every episode, and we did like 40 some episodes of this show. And before you ask, Fork Fam, no, it is no longer available on the internet. You know, a thing that he was very fond of saying was like, you know, it's like, oh, that's better than being a dead baby or whatever the hell. you know, and it's like, I am 30 now. Like, I wouldn't say that. Like, I wouldn't say that now. You know what I mean? And so, you know, when I was moving forward in podcasts, it was the only time I could ever remember, like, we actually had an email directly from iTunes about the vulgarness of our podcast, you know? And it wasn't like I remember the email very clearly. It was like a, you know how like when you're a kid and maybe you're playing with a neighbor kid and you do something wrong and then their parent tells you you've done something wrong and you're like, oh shit, I've seriously done something wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It was kind of like that. Like, I remember the email from Apple. It was like, you know, we're not going to pull your podcast, but like, it was actually a really well-written thing by whoever the hell was running podcasts way back when podcasts first came out. And it was like, hey, we get that you're young and we're totally going to, you know, not pull your podcast or anything like that, but consider the ridiculousness of some of the things that you're saying down the line. And I was like, okay. And we did actually tone down the show, actually, after that, because I was like, oh man, got emailed by Apple themselves. That's crazy. You know, so in terms of like skeletons in my closet, in terms of podcasting, I've been doing podcasting a long time. And that was my first thing. It was kind of successful as my first thing. In fact, I remember I met a couple of the actual guys at Kotaku at PAX the first year that we were there. And they were aware of our show. And they're like, yeah, it's ridiculous. But no, we're not going to make you like pull it because you're kind of using our name. You know, and they're like, our video editor actually really likes the podcast. And we've been thinking about doing our own podcast, which of course is now Kotaku Split Screen. Took them like 8 years to do that podcast, but you know, whatever. So in terms of like things that you regret when you're older, you know, it's like, I made the thing. I know I made the thing. People heard it, you know. People could potentially have downloaded copies of that show, but you can't get it anywhere on the internet at the moment. So, you know, in terms of like me being a better person, it's like I wouldn't say those things. It's like why we have my rule of podcasting, which is just don't talk about politics or religion, because it's just going to lead to bad things. And I guess in the case of James Gunn, don't talk about like pedophilia jokes, you know, because it's like if you were like look at it this way. If Robin Williams had a Twitter and he was like, hey, haha, fucked a kid or whatever, it's like you'd go, okay, it's Robin Williams, and you'd move on. Because A, famous comedian, B, comedian. Like, comedians say fucking wacky shit on their Twitters all the time, you know? But if you're someone who is, you know, and I know that's kind of being a little bit biased, but it's like, who else can say stuff like that and get away with it? I don't think anybody can, unless you're like a famous comedian, you know?
I don't even think that, to be honest.
Well, sure. I mean, there's like a whole thing, you know, like Roseanne Barr, like her show came back and then she got removed from the show from some offensive stuff that she was saying. And it's like, I don't know. Like it's kind of an awkward thing and an awkward fine line to run of like, I don't know. Like I remember when I was in Boy Scouts and a bunch of the military scout leaders would tell me, it's like, you know, like, yeah, we have freedom of speech in this country and you can say whatever you want, but that doesn't mean that there won't be consequences from what you say.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was a rather good viewpoint to have on the subject of freedom of speech.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but I can also punch you in the mouth.
Sure, yeah. You know?
Not you, Tim, but
yeah. No.
He was in like, you know, the whoever it is in question saying stupid shit.
Yeah.
Because my line of choice is you've never been punched in the face. Because I always say it all the time. I can tell who's been hit, who's been punched.
Sure.
You know, you can tell just by the way some people talk. Like, okay, yeah, you've never been hit in the face before by someone who means to hurt you. And I mean, it's generally 9 times out of 10, I'm right.
Yeah.
So, And I mean, yeah, you probably shouldn't talk about fucking kids.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I say some pretty fucked up shit, and I don't ever talk about fucking kids.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, so
yeah. Okay, so moving over to more stuff in entertainment that is not that kind of thing. Oh, and by the way, people are already in a huge huff about James Gunn. Some people are defending him. Some people are not defending him. Bottom line, he ain't coming back. Like, if you get fired by Bob Iger,
yeah, you're not coming back.
You're done.
Yeah, you're pretty much
done,
like,
son.
Yeah, you're done, son. Step into my office, why? Because you're fucking fired.
Yeah, like Kevin Feige cannot save you at that point. But a lot of people are saying, like, okay, well, who the hell are you going to get to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3? Huh? I mean, yeah, that'd be a good call. But another one that I saw thrown out today on Twitter was Taika Waititi, who did Thor Ragnarok, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. No, that's perfect. Get him to do it, like, because he would be true, and it would be funny, and he's very talented.
I just rewatched Thor Ragnarok, like without any distractions.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say that's probably my favorite Marvel movie.
I think it's the funniest Marvel movie for sure. Like, even over Guardians 1, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Also, Korg, favorite character.
God damn.
Hands down. Oh, hey, we were printing pamphlets for the revolution in my mom's basement, but we didn't have enough pamphlets, or whatever the line is. But fuck, that line's funny. Like, are you kidding me? That is such a great line.
Hey man, we're gonna get in this big old spaceship. Get out of here. We can come.
Yeah.
At the end, when he's holding the bug.
Yeah, and then he's like,
I
oh,
stepped on him.
He's like, oh, I've been carrying around him all day for guilt. Oh shit, he's alive!
And then he comes back to life. He's like, "Hey, you want to ask him your question again, bro?" I was fucking dying, dude. I love that fucking movie so much.
Oh yeah, that's so good. Yeah, Korg, all the way.
Good call on that one. That's a good get right there.
You know who plays Korg, right?
He was in What We Do in Shadows, right?
He's played by Taika Waititi.
Yeah. He was also in the movie What We Do in Shadows.
Yeah, which I still haven't seen. Is that good?
Fuck yeah, it's so good.
All right, honey, even Mike is saying we need to see What We Do in the Shadows. He says it's really funny.
What is it?
It's that one with the vampires by Taika Waititi that you won't watch with me?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
No.
What? That's some bullshit. We're going to watch it.
Yeah,
I'll use a birthday coupon.
But
yeah, that's right.
I wouldn't use it. I mean, I guess my coupons are different than yours. My birthday coupons.
What are your birthday coupons?
My birthday coupons are for weird stuff.
Oh, I got a couple of those.
He asked for like a coupon for me to make him a birthday cake later. And
it's true.
It
was a dope ass birthday cake. I've got an extra birthday cake that I can cash in.
See, mine's for like eating cake off of her butt and stuff like that.
I mean, how do you hear that?
He's loud.
He's loud?
Yeah.
Oh. I would eat cake off of your butt.
No.
I mean, I'm all, dude, listen, I told her, I'm like, I was like, you gotta let me eat cake off your butt. She's like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, it's my birthday.
Okay, so I have to ask now, because I've not eaten cake off of someone's butt. Is it like on the cheek or like cake-filled crevice?
On the cheek.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a deviant. I'm not saying I don't do that, but I'm,
Fair enough.
I could be persuaded, I guess, whatever. I don't really care. I'm just a freak. I like doing weird shit. Like I like going like shopping and getting stuff, and then getting at the very end of the order, get like a tarp, some duct tape, and some chocolate pudding, just to watch people's faces.
I believe it, man. I believe it.
Then when they notice it, I'll just look at them like, and I'll just say,
Mm-hmm. Okay, so other bit of news, which really fucking pisses me off, and I might also be the only person on the show who cares about this, but feel free to tweet at me, Tim_T, on Twitter, and find our Discord and chat with me about it. I will talk about it anytime anybody wants to bring it up. So they announced that the fourth and final movie in the rebuild of Evangelion series is coming out in 2020. That means it has been 8 fucking years between Evangelion 3.0 and 4.0. God damn it. And then, that's just in Japan. So there's probably another year for fucking American localization. So it's 2021. Motherfuckers. God damn it. Why does it take so long? I don't understand. Some bullshit. I'm the only one who cares about it. We'll move on to the next topic. Screen Rant has confirmed on the Sony's Venom movie that he will definitely not have the spider symbol on his chest. But they have confirmed that there are multiple symbiote villains in the film.
Okay. So what we knew was going to happen.
Yeah. Still, they're being coy about who Woody Harrelson is playing, which I think we all know is fucking Carnage, or at least it fucking better be. They did confirm that one of the girl villains is a yellow symbiote called Scream, who I guess is in the comics.
Yep.
I'm not familiar with that particular symbiote one, but you seem to recognize her. But they also mentioned that there will be many symbiote villains. I guess
they're doing the separation anxiety arc.
I don't know that arc. I'm not familiar with that one, but if you're familiar, go for it.
Pretty much what happens when Carnage goes, oh, well, I could take off a little bit of my suit and give it to crazy people and see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know that, but I'm not familiar with the title of that arc.
Yeah, it's separation anxiety.
Okay. All right. Well, then they've done that thing many times.
I'm excited.
Was that you just getting hard? What the fuck was that noise?
That was me doing a dance. I can't turn the camera on so you can see the dance because it will make a new audio recording.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. We don't need that. I'm glad it's a dance because it legitimately sounded like, okay, feel like we're going way deep into my private light right now. So we've seen the Into the Spider-Verse trailer for Sony's animated movie coming out this Christmas, and they can confirm that Spider-Man Noir is going to be in the film. But guess who he's played by, Mike?
Spider-Man Noir? I don't know.
Okay, it's just a voice because it's animated. But guess who's fucking voicing him?
Gonna say Nathan Fillion?
No, his name does start with an N.
Who?
Ends with a Cage.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage is fucking playing Spider-Man Noir.
Oh, shut up.
I'm nuts. I can't. That's what they said. It's official. Nicolas fucking Cage is playing Spider-Man Noir.
Really? Boy, if I could ever get softer, it would happen right now.
Yeah, you got the stiffy with the symbiotes, then we brought you right back down with Nicolas Cage.
Smash it.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, man. I'm actually okay with this, this casting, to be honest. And
Are you really?
I am, because Spider-Man Noir is like a way darker kind of like psycho Spider-Man in a way. Because he comes from like the 1800s or whatever the hell. It's all steampunky and stuff. He's like super dark and broody, and I'm like, yeah, I can see Nick Cage doing that. Sure, fuck it. Why not? Now, if this was like a live action Spider-Man Noir, hell no. But if it's just the voice, okay, sure, I'm down. Why not? Why not, I say.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. Are you a Invader Zim fan, Mike?
Yeah, I know their movie's coming out.
Okay. You see the trailer?
I have not.
There is a trailer. There is basically it's basically just footage and sound. Like there's no voices or anything. So it's kind of not really there's nothing really to like see necessarily like that would be entertaining on a podcast that's audio. But I will tell you this. I watched it. First of all, the movie's called Enter the Florpus. And it's coming out this fall. No release date. But I gotta say, Invader Zim's art style in HD. Holy shit, that looks liquid good.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks great in HD. Holy fuck. So good.
I don't know if this would be technology or entertainment. So I'm just going to use it entertainment. We cut the cable last week. This past week.
Oh yeah.
No more cable television, as it were.
What'd you have?
Comcast.
Oh, okay.
And no, fuck all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. That bill was ridiculous.
I bet.
But so we cut the cable because we realized we were paying for channels that we were paying twice or three times for, with Hulu and Netflix and Amazon and all that.
Yeah.
So we said fuck it.
Yeah.
And it's fine. And then I got told that we didn't have the fastest internet that Comcast offered. Yeah.
Oh.
They have a gig.
Oh, you got a gig? You son of a bitch. Did you get it?
No. They have it. No, I didn't get it.
Oh, okay.
The guy told me how much it would cost, and I was like, go fuck yourself.
Oh, how much was it?
It would have brought my bill back up to what it was. So
do you not want to say on the show?
I was paying upwards of like $215 a month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I pay $93, $95, and I just get, I don't have gigabit. I got the Blast Pro, and it's done pretty good by me.
That's what we have. The Blast Pro.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I remember, because you were asking me all the questions when you were like, how the fuck do I, and what do I do with, and I was like, oh, you got to call Tier 2, man. Fuck Tier 1. They don't know anything. You got to talk to Tier 2.
Yeah, exactly, and I do, and I have a direct line now.
Yeah, I do too.
Exactly.
Okay, pro tip, Fork Fam. If you have Comcast internet.
Be nice.
And you actually want to get them to do what you want them to do. Especially if you're like setting up your thing for streaming or something for video games. Don't ask to talk to their manager. Say, please transfer me to Tier 2 customer service. They know what that means. They'll go, no problem, and send you over. And that is where all the nerds who actually know shit are. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, what you running? PS4? Okay, you need to open up Blawport. And then you need to go into this setting. What do you got? Oh, Windows, Mac? Okay, then go to this setting, change this. Okay. Oh, and let me flick some nerd switches on my end to make your internet faster for that specific thing. Cool, no problem. Sweet. And then you're out in like 30 minutes.
Would you like to do a survey? Fuck yeah, I like to do a survey.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Thanks.
Is she satisfied? Fuck yes, I'm satisfied.
You have PS4? Yeah, I have PS4. What's your PSN?
Yeah.
We'll link up and we'll play some games. All right, cool. That's a true story, folks. I have friends that work in Comcast that I got their name because of them helping me.
Oh, I believe it. They're really nice, though, on Tier 2. Yeah, and that's the thing. They know the systems. Because, like, that they work. I don't know where exactly Tier 2 is located, but they know there's shit there.
Pensacola, Florida.
Okay, well then, God bless Pensacola, Florida.
If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong.
Okay.
It might.
Fair enough. Okay.
But,
yeah. Pro tip, kids. Pro tip.
Yeah.
Sweet. Invader Zim movie coming this fall. No release date yet. It looks fucking glorious in HD. Were you a Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, Mike?
I was.
Okay. You heard about the reboot?
I did.
What do you think about that?
I mean, as much as like my nostalgia is like, yes, bring it back, but I'm like, no, it was perfect the way it was. Leave it alone. I think that's the problem with this. I don't want to say generation. It sounds like I'm super old, but this way people like to do entertainment. They want to bring everything back to reboot it.
Yeah.
And it's like, leave things alone. Sleeping dogs. Let sleeping dogs lie.
Well, but here's the thing, though. Did you hear that Joss Whedon's involved?
I did, and still.
Did you hear the other nugget?
No.
That the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot is in the works with screenwriter Monica Oso and Joss Whedon executive producing / his blessing. And not only is it a reboot, but Buffy will now be recast as an African American.
Okay, I mean, no, I don't really have a problem with that. I
don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with Buffy being black.
I mean, I'm okay with my Iron Man being black and a woman, so I'm cool.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, Thor, all that, I'm fine. You know, as long as you do that. I mean, because she's not the only Slayer. Because remember the potentials.
Yeah, of course. Well,
so that makes sense.
And that's so. It kind of goes to like a Spider-Man type thing for me when it comes to like Buffy. You know, what did Buffy have? 9 seasons, something like that. 9 or 8 seasons. It was a lot of seasons. And they were long seasons because they were in the 90s. It's like 25, 26 fucking episodes or something.
2 or 3 musical episodes a season.
Yep. So, I think to do Buffy as Buffy, you know, and like you just change the skin tone, I think it's kind of too soon. Personally, if it was like, I don't know, insert other name, the Vampire Slayer, like, I don't know, Buffarella or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like there's like Miles Morales Spider-Man, and he's his own Spider-Man, but he's also, you know, like he's a different character, but he's still Spider-Man. You know what I mean? It's like, leave Buffy, and just like have a new Vampire Slayer and a new show, like with like a new, like just like continue on, you know, like, okay, maybe she picks up the mantle from Buffy and Buffy dies or something. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, do it that way. Don't like, you know, because there's been lots of situations, especially in TV, where they like continue on like a beloved thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
and they're redoing what was it? Charmed, I think.
Yeah, no, we've known about that for a year. That looks like such trash, though. My girlfriend is so pissed about that. She was basically.
Don't get me on a rant about it.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna get you on a rant. Like, we were talking about it last night, and like, you know, we were just talking, but she was basically yelling, and I'm like, "What are you yelling about?" She's like, "It makes me so mad." Is that about right, hon?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm just really upset with it.
Yeah, that looks bad.
I mean, that would be me if they tried to bring back Farscape.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think you can still do a Farscape show, but, you know, leave the characters alone. Like, you know, have it set in the same universe, you know? Like look at Stargate. Stargate had 3 different shows, all set in the same universe, different characters. I love them all. Do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyways.
And I would be a little bit more forgiving if they did that. Because, I mean, yeah, it's a big universe.
Yeah, Buffy's a huge universe. Fuck, they had Angel. Like, they had 2 fucking shows. For fuck's sakes. Like, they already did it once, basically. Like, just do it again. Anyways. Yeah, I don't even know who you would cast as an African-American Buffy. Like, I can't think of anybody. I would imagine they'd want to go really young. You know, so maybe it might be like a newcomer or something. Yeah, I can't. The only one that I can think of that makes any kind of sense to me is it's the girl who plays Iris in The Flash.
Oh, okay.
I could see that. Just like as like a fan casting kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, okay, I can see that. She's got acting chops. She's pretty. She's proven that she can kick ass. Sure, why not? But nothing else comes to the top of mind. Anyways, okay, Mike. Next topic. Are you a fan of the movie Unbreakable?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And you're a fan of the movie Split?
Oh yeah, I love Split.
Have you seen the trailer for Glass?
I did.
Okay. I'm going to play the trailer again because it's audio and it's like, so backstory. A, I'm an M. Night Shyamalan fan. B, Unbreakable is one of my favorite movies of his, as I think is a lot of people. B, saw Split not knowing that it was a fucking... It's actually connected to Unbreakable and is actually Unbreakable 2. Surprise, surprise. Sorry, spoiler alert. It's been a few years. Just watch it. Just watch it. If you're debating watching it and it's like, oh, I don't know, like it looks kind of, and it's like, oh, you find out it's part of Unbreakable, go see it. Glass is the third final installment. Bruce Willis, fucking Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson, and oh my god, I'm blanking on his name.
James McAvoy.
Thank you, James McAvoy. They're all here. It's fantastic. I'm just gonna run the trailer, so those listening at home can just hear it, because I also want to just watch it again.
It's amazing to meet you. It is simply extraordinary. Maybe this will all make sense if I explain who I am.
I love
My name is Dr. Ellie Staple, and I'm a psychiatrist. My work concerns a particular type of delusion of grandeur. It's a growing field. I specialize in those individuals who believe they are superheroes.
Good for you.
The three of you've convinced yourselves you have extraordinary gifts, like something out of a comic book. David Dunn, the only person to survive that train wreck all those years ago. What do you do?
I'm in security.
You think you have superpowers.
It's a feeling. Vision. I have to touch them.
You believe you are a protector.
My name is Patricia.
I have no question. There are 24 identities.
I'm Mary Reynolds. Por favor, senora. We almost got you, bro.
That live in that body with you.
The beast is coming any minute now for you guys.
But what I am questioning is your belief that you are something more than human.
And yet, it is true. My bones break easily. I've had 94 breaks in my life.
But you have an extraordinary IQ.
This is not a cartoon. This is the real world.
No way.
And yet, some of us still don't die with bullets. Some of us can still bend steel. I've been waiting for the world to see that we exist. May I meet the beast? I hope for your sake that he likes you. That sounds like the bad guys teaming up. A lot of people are going to die. Don't do this. Are you ready? What do we call you, sir? First name, Mr. Last name, Glass.
January 2019 looks fucking on fire.
Yeah, when I saw Split, James McAvoy, just because he had so many he did everything so well.
It was an amazing performance.
Yeah, and it was just like on fire is the best way you could put it.
Yeah, and we're gonna get all of them in one movie. This is like the fucking Avengers, basically. Like they're together. The villains are teaming up. Like, oh my god, like it's so good.
I didn't think the Bruce Willis's character as a villain though.
Well, I wasn't saying he's a villain.
Oh, okay, yeah. There will be a villain team up.
Glass and the Beast.
Also, did you see that scene where he was running like on all fours?
Of course.
It's great.
Yeah. Ugh. So good. So good.
Also, do we think that James McAvoy is that Shred City?
I feel like I remember watching in Split that he did get that shredded for Split.
Yeah.
And I would imagine, because he probably did some X-Men movie right after Split. So I don't know. He probably, yeah, sure. He's on the superhero diet. Obviously.
Oh, do you mean illegal supplements and and lifting?
I mean, sure, whatever.
Because I mean, 9 times out of 10, that's what that is. That's what that diet is.
Yeah.
You can't be on the natch.
Yeah. So I have a trailer that I haven't seen yet. Jessica kindly just posted it here. So the Shazam trailer, starring my boy Zachary Levi, just dropped. You seen this trailer yet, Mike?
No, but I'm going to say this right now. I'm mad he's not getting Shred City. I'm mad that's just a suit.
He got Shred City, bro.
Oh, it wasn't a suit?
No.
Oh, last I heard he was wearing a suit.
Okay, so I'm a big fan of Zachary Levi, Chuck, and his Nerd HQ. Like May of last year, he was like, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to eat anything for the next 2 years. And it just showed him working to the gym and stuff. Yeah, no, he got Shred City, buddy.
Okay.
Buddy. Like, he did the Superman thing. Which is probably kind of hard, because I think he's taller than Henry Cavill. Like, he's like 6'3" or something crazy.
Yeah.
I do
know that Rock is Black Adam.
Yeah, but he's not in this film.
Yeah, no, they're going to do... Yeah, I figured...
Yeah.
I heard him say that they're going to do a separate one. They're going to do like a Black Adam and then a Shazam and then a combo.
Yeah, that's the plan. Oh, he's 6'4"?
Yeah.
Fuck.
6'4".
Yeah, so he's taller than Henry Cavill by some inches. Okay, I'm queuing up the trailer, Mike, because I'm very hyped to see this. Because it's Zachary Levi.
Okay.
Do you have your trailer queued up? We're gonna do my audio. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have the link. Oh, there it is. Hold on. There it is. It just showed up.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta mute mine then.
Yeah. I'm at 0-0.
Hold tight.
While he's queuing it up, folks, if you don't know, Shazam is a DC Universe movie that's live action. It's basically about a boy, Billy Bastion, and he gets a magic ring, and he basically wishes he was Superman. And he says the magic words Shazam, and he turns into an adult with superpowers, basically. So think big plus, I don't know, a superhero movie, basically. That's Shazam. You ready?
1 second. I'll make sure I have it turned off, muted, and it's on 0-0. It says a city.
Yeah, city with a sun glinting off of a big building.
All right. Yep. Ready.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You run from foster homes in 6 counties. I can take care of myself. When you're 18, give these people a chance, because that's what they're giving you.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. If you could have one superpower, what would you pick? Everybody chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation?
No, because heroes fly.
What, you need your fake family to stand up for you? Hey!
Ooh.
Man, sorry about that. Go, go, go! Grab him! Get out the way!
Billy Batson. I choose you as champion.
Magic, motherfucker.
Hello?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Wait, for real? Say, okay! Shazam?
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I?
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing. AM to the PM, PM to the AM.
Super straight. Can you fly?
If I quit your PM, I still rock Mercedes. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
You okay? Why are you talking?
Sit down.
No, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged. The hell? Bad guy, right?
Shazam!
Gentlemen!
You have bullet immunity!
I'm bulletproof. You're dead. Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
Oh, I'm so into that.
Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
Oops.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, I'm down. That looks great. Fantastic. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. I'm down. Shazam. Looks great. Oh my goodness. So good. Oh, shit. Okay. We got another trailer. It just dropped. The Aquaman trailer just dropped.
Wolves on the sea!
Yeah, the literal wolves of the sea. All right, sending you the link, buddy.
Thanks, Comic-Con, for...
Yeah, thanks for doing it on a Saturday. Okay.
Actually, it's very funny that you mentioned that because, I mean, when we get to gaming, I could talk about it. So, hold on.
Okay, I'm at 0-0.
Okay.
You ready?
Hold on, loading up. Okay, it just starts. It just starts with a dude with water.
I've got blackness on my 0-0.
It went a little bit further. Okay, ready?
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
My father was a housekeeper. My mother was a queen. But life is a way of bringing people together.
We could unite our worlds one day.
Check it out. Arthur is talking to the fish.
They made me what I am. Permission to come aboard.
I've been looking for you. Your half-brother, King Orm, is about to declare war upon the surface world. The only way to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
Trust me, I am no king.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
I want to strap in.
Oh, fuck yes.
Welcome home.
My brother has come from the surface to challenge me for the throne.
I call it an ass whooping. I'm no leader. I came because I had no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love.
You think you're unworthy to lead because you're of two different worlds. That is exactly why you are worthy.
That was awesome.
The war is coming to the surface, and I'm bringing the wrath of the 7 seas with me.
The goddamn dinosaur!
Right here.
What are you doing?
You should have a parachute.
Redheads! You gotta love them.
That was fucking awesome! That's so fucking crazy. That looks great.
Where'd the dinosaur come from?
Fucking, I don't know. Fucking the sea? Riding a fucking gator shark?
A mosasaurus?
I don't know, but it looked great.
Yeah, it was actually pretty dope.
Oh my god. Man, that's why that movie's taking so long. Fucking post-production.
Talk about Shred City, Utah. That motherfucker's huge.
Ooh, yeah. He's been big, though, for like a while.
He's Samoan, so.
That's true. It helps.
I've never met a small Samoan.
Ask The Rock.
Yeah. Also, eating 17,000 calories a day probably helped The Rock get big, but.
Sure, for sure. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I gotta say, Aquaman, not a name that inspires confidence. However, I dare y'all to go watch the DC animated movie. I don't know what's called, like Aquaman, King of Atlantis or something. Throne of Atlantis or something like that. It's dark as shit. Like, it's basically Game of Thrones underwater. Like, it's awesome. And this movie basically looks like that, except cooler. It also looked like, I think I saw, Black Mamba? Manta? Black Manta. There it is. My bad. Shooting fucking red lasers. That's great. Looks like a comic accurate costume as well. Yeah, I gotta say, like, I'm digging it. I'm digging the vibe. I mean, I liked him in Justice League as Aquaman, so I was like, okay, cool. They're going with the edgy vibe. Also, director James Wan is a fantastic and visionary director. If you don't know that name, he invented Saw. Like, granted, he didn't have much to do with the ridiculous number of sequels, but as an inventive horror movie goes, dude's got some vision, and clearly he's got a hell of a lot of vision for the sea here. We're rolling it back a smidge to Shazam. I can't speak today. Shazam! There you go.
Also, that was a pretty cool scene when he was getting bullied. And
all
this stuff.
Yeah, and then he just
came up on him. Yeah,
clocked him with the fucking the arm crutch.
No, I'm talking about on Aquaman.
Oh,
in the aquarium.
Oh yeah. And then the sharks just are all beating him, and they're like, "What?" Yeah, looks great.
Yeah,
I'm down for Shazam. I'm down for Aquaman. Like, bring it. I'm there, man. Like, I'm there. Let's see, are there any other cool trailers that have just happened to have come out?
They're like cake on butts.
They're like cake on butts. Let's see here. Did you see the Godzilla reboot that they had, Mike?
I've seen the one that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Okay. You want to check out the trailer for the sequel?
I mean, fuck it.
All right, this is what we're doing. That's what we're doing now. It's Comic-Con, baby. It's happening.
Close the show.
Yeah. It's all the fresh tips or whatever. I don't even know.
All the hot takes.
Yeah, the hot takes. So Shazam winning, Aquaman winning, Glass. You had me before even a trailer.
All of the win.
Yeah, all of the win. Yeah, just going back to the thing here. Okay. I'm at 0-0.
Oh my, it's all black.
Yes, all black. All right, here we go. Godzilla, King of the Monsters official trailer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our world is changing.
Oh, it's
Mass extinction.
It's 11.
Has already begun, and we are the cause. We are the infection. But like all living organisms, the Earth unleashed a fever to fight this infection. Its original and rightful rulers, the Titans. For thousands of years, these creatures have remained in hiding around the world.
This guy from Silicon Valley.
And unless all the Titans are found, our planet will perish, and so will we. They are the only guarantee that life will carry on.
Ooh, Mothra!
You are out of your goddamn mind!
I am sorry, but this is the only way.
You're a monster. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Long live the king.
Hey, Lannister.
Hey, whose dick is hard?
I'm not gonna lie. So like I saw this movie in theaters with a buddy of mine who's a big Godzilla fan, and I thought the original Godzilla movie, the reboot, did a really good job of Godzilla and like the monster fights and all that stuff. But I could give two shits about the humans. I really could. This movie, I feel like I might give a little bit of shit. Maybe because it's 11 and a little kid and all that sort of stuff. But it looks like there's more interesting things going on with the humans as well, like I guess Titans and Earth and all that sort of stuff. But it looks like there's going to be a shit ton of monsters in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down. So I'm convinced to go see a sequel now. Like, let's go.
Same.
Yeah. Because you know what they're leading towards, right?
The battle?
Well, so it's going to be Godzilla, then that Kong Skull Island is technically part of this franchise. I don't know if you saw that movie.
I did. I remember seeing Godzilla.
And so there's going to be a second Godzilla, and then there's going to be a third one where it's going to be Godzilla and Kong.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's going to be versus or whatever, but that's a thing. So, yeah. That looks great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It looks real good.
For it.
Yeah, I'm for it. Which is good, because when I heard that they were making a sequel, I was like, I don't know if I want a sequel. So, that's sweet. Let's see, anything else cool here? Recently uploaded. Scrolling through the things. Film Select Trailer, Glass, Godzilla. Let's see, I'm just gonna click on this, see what else is in here. Shazam. There's a new Fantastic Beasts trailer. Whoops.
A new one?
Yeah, released 4 hours ago. Fantastic Beasts 2 trailer number 2.
Well,
I know how much you love that magical world, buddy.
Why don't you just send me that there?
Yeah, I'll send it right now. I'm at 00. Ready when you are. All about that Hogwarts life.
Slytherin?
Gryffindor?
Okay, hold on. Doing a little ad here.
Okay. I'm at 00. I'm looking at the Green Hills, which I assume are right before Hogwarts. Just because, you know.
What?
I know the universe.
Oh, yeah.
A bit.
All right. 00. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Count down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The rolling green hills.
Hogwarts. Our new young Dumbledore.
I'm scared, Professor Dumbledore.
Everyone is scared of something.
Ridiculous!
Newt, you're up next. That's an unusual one. What Mr. Scamander fears above everything else is...
having to work in an office, sir.
Go ahead, Newt.
Ridiculous!
Magic blooms only in rare souls. Still, we must skulk in shadows.
Ooh, that's Grindelwald. Depp's voice right there.
But the old ways serve us no longer.
Take it. You've heard the rumors. Grindelwald had a vision that he would rise to dominance over the wizarding world.
So you're asking me to help hunt him down?
Creepy.
I can't move against Grindelwald. It has to be you. In your shoes, I'd probably refuse to. It's late. Good evening, Newt. Oh, come on.
You underestimate your talents, Mr. Scamander.
Their arrogance is the key to our victory.
Muggles are not lesser. Not disposable.
You were too good, Newt. You never met a monster you couldn't love.
Treatise!
Mr. Scamander, do you think Dumbledore will mourn for you?
Are you a ghost?
No, I'm alive. But I'm an alchemist and therefore immortal. Oh, Nicola Flamel.
Jacob Kowalski.
Oh,
you don't look a day over 375.
Oh, it just recycles back, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's the other trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool. Nice little Potter tease there.
Yeah, nice little
That's great.
Flamel, as it were.
Very good. Let's see, just scrolling through here. Okay, everything else is older. All right. I don't have anything.
But nothing else.
That's that fresh. Sweet. So, lots of movies to get excited about. Let's see. That's everything I had in that chat there. Scrolling through a website right now just to see if there's any other hot things.
Hot takes.
Oh, shit. The second season of the TV show Krypton. Lobo's going to be in it. That's cool.
Okay.
I'm down with that. I personally thought he should have had his own movie, but that's fine. I'll take him on TV. I guess they're saying that Wonder Woman 1984 is not a sequel. Okay.
All right.
Let's see. There's doesn't say when it's coming. They revealed the box art for the Batman animated series Blu-ray, but no release date yet. Released a price, $120. A little steep, but I'll take it. I know that was a hard remaster because of the way the animations themselves were stored. Let's see here. Anything scrolling through the Comic-Con notes? Scrolling. See if there's anything else hot. Let's see. Oh, did we talk about the Titans trailer?
No.
Okay, we should probably talk about the Titans trailer, because the internet, that was one of the first trailers to come out of San Diego Comic-Con. I think I put it in our Discord. Do I have it in our Discord? I think I do. Yes, I do. That's actually the very first thing. I'm going to post it here, and it's definitely something to talk about. I'll go ahead and queue it up as well.
This trailer is rated TV MA.
Yep. You
it's
ready?
all in black right now, so.
Yeah. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so Fork Family are watching the Titans official trailer for the DC Universe streaming network. And it is going to be an adult-orientated Teen Titans live-action show. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who are you?
Everything led me here. To you. You're the boy from the circus.
You got no place to hide. And I'm feeling like a feeling, got a hunger inside. Nowhere to hide from all of this.
Please, can you help me?
Madness, madness.
Where's Batman? Fuck Batman.
There's something evil inside of me.
You're scared. I get it. But you can control it. You don't know what I've become.
Sometimes, when I feel the darkness, it feels good. My mom says there's no such thing as monsters.
I used to think that. I was wrong.
Madness, madness.
Okay. Fuck Batman.
Yeah, what do you think about that one there, Mike?
It looked good.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of maturity, some blood, violence. Obviously, Robin does not follow the no killing rule of Batman.
He does not.
As
Clearly.
he stepped on that dude's head and crushed his fucking jaw, which
Yep.
was good.
And for those at home who haven't seen the trailer, but heard it just now, that was Robin saying "fuck Batman." Confirmed that it is Dick Grayson is the character being portrayed in the TV show there, which might surprise some people because I had an unpopular theory that I threw out there that was like I was thinking like, you know, Robin saying "fuck Batman" is more of a Tim Drake kind of mentality, personally.
Yeah.
You know? But obviously they're going in a different direction with this, and it's very interesting, I suppose. It'll be interesting because it's one of a handful of live action and exclusive shows that is coming to DC's exclusive streaming service. I guess really of the people who are launching new services, DC's is the one that's launching this October. So Titans will be out this October, and I think it's I want to say they were $7.99 a month, which is I don't know. I think that's a pretty good price, you know, for an unproven network. You know, I mean, it's unproven, but at the same time, they're going to have the entire DC back catalog. You know, the movies, the animated shows. I guess they've got the new season of the Teen Titans cartoon coming to that one. They got a Swamp Thing TV show, and there's one other live-action TV show they're working on. I can't remember what it was. But, yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, of course they've done that. So this one came 4 minutes ago. So Warner Brothers has officially retitled the DCEU, which is basically DC Entertainment Universe, which is the equivalent of Marvel's MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe. They've officially retitled it Worlds of DC. Okay.
All right.
I guess that makes sense because DC Universe is the name of their streaming network. DCU, DC Universe has always been kind of a thing in the comics, and they were trying to latch onto that. So them calling the movies Worlds of DC, that's okay. I don't hate it. Like, nothing about it sounds like, some sort of shitty thing like, the remastered version of Red Faction Guerrilla, which came out recently. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition.
Oh.
It's like fan-farastic. Like, it's not that. So, I don't know. I can get behind it. That's probably fine.
Yeah.
They did, I guess, announce they are doing a Lobo movie. Hang on, I need to click on this. Okay. Michael Bay is doing a Lobo movie. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, sure. Why not? would be how I'd pick, but at the same time, I guess he's got a bike. He's been doing Transformers sci-fi stuff. He's also known for a very brash personality. That might work out all right with Lobo.
And terribly.
Yeah, and terribly. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. Lobo by Michael Bay. Let's see. I don't know. I think we about run our course on entertainment here because Comic-Con's still going on. There could be more things.
I think we can do games pretty quick.
Yeah, we can do games pretty quick. Wrap it up. I'll have a little bit of a shorter show, but at least it's newer stuff. I do have things to talk about in games, so it's all good. All right, so I'm not even going to spin it because last topic is games. Welcome to games. What do you got for games, buddy?
Well, I mean, there's Destiny, but I can not talk about Destiny. It's fine.
If you want to talk about Destiny, I will. No, I will let you talk about Destiny.
It's fine. They brought back. I'll do it real quick because I have other games to talk about. They brought back the Black Spindle.
Oh, I saw that actually. I thought it looks cool.
Yeah. Also, that is on the top list of guns I don't want. So fuck it. I don't care. Also,
oh, really? You didn't like Black Spindle?
No, I'm not a sniper. It's a big jumping puzzle too, which I hate.
Ooh, I was all about that jumping puzzle. I watched a video of it last night.
Not about it. It's cool. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Faction Rally back. I got the armor. I got the ornaments. I don't need to get the catalyst. I don't care about Sunshot. I don't have the time to do it with my 1 day of gaming. Sea of Thieves, the Stranger Tide, or whatever it's called.
I thought it was Curse Sales.
Curse Sales, that's right. Stranger Tide is a movie. That's coming out, what is it, this week?
No. It comes out on the, what is it, it's either the 29th or the 3rd. I'll Google it right now.
Okay, 2 weeks. Worst case scenario.
31st.
31st?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bringing the 3-man sloop and the map expansion and ghost pirate ship NPC AI enemy that goes underwater Davy Jones style.
I sent you the trailer. It was the skeletons walking around building a ship, and then they hopped in the ship and dipped. That was pretty good. Paladins. I know you play a little bit of Paladins.
Oh, one other add on the Sea of Thieves is they added when you shoot another ship with cannonballs,
it rocks them.
Yeah, it'll rock them now. And they said that because they were basing it off of the way the boat rocked when the Megalodon attacked, and they were saying people found that really fun, and so they added that to cannonballs now. But they said they're going to test it out, and if the community doesn't like it, they'll remove it at the end of the month. So they're yeah, I like it. More chaos, the merrier, in my opinion, especially in that game. You know, because there's no HUD.
I've actually played a little bit recently, and I was just solo slooping it, and I looked to my left, and there's the Megalodon is just cruising next to me, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm fucked. And it went away from me, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, yeah. I love Sea of Thieves and their ability to add content quickly and continuously, continually impresses. You know, as me and Mike said, it's an amazing multiplayer game right out of the gate. Best, funnest multiplayer experience you'll ever have, hands down. I think it's just so unique. Definitely a little lacking in content in the beginning, but they're cranking it out, man. You know, like Sea of Thieves this time next year will be totally different than when Sea of Thieves launched. You know, like it's just one of those games. They're just like, there's new things, there's new stuff to do every week now. There's missions, there's new content they're adding, there's actual features they're adding almost every other week, and then huge update coming in the month, and then another one a couple months down the line as well. Really pleased with the way they communicate to the community and their release cycles. Speaking of communicating to the community and release cycles, No Man's Sky Next dropped its reveal trailer finally. It's coming out in 3 fucking days, and it's going to be the biggest expansion to the game ever. It's free to all present users. Xbox users are now joining in on the fun. In terms of shit that they have added to No Man's Sky. Pulling up the thing. Where the fuck is it? There's it. Where's that list? Okay, so the big 28 things that are at least known changes that are coming to No Man's Sky. So full multiplayer is finally coming to No Man's Sky. And they actually talked about, I listened to an interview with Sean Murray, who's publicly speaking again about the game. He actually compared it a little bit to Sea of Thieves, actually, Mike, in that, you know, you can team up as a group of 4, and you may or may not run into other people. Because, you know, you're in a big-ass universe. There's no range limit to your party, so you can all be on the same planet, or you can all be across the universe, whichever. Party set up by other people joining a single player's game, and when they are not a host, everyone has equal privileges, so the party can take part in their own missions wherever they are in the story simultaneously. Restriction on the multiplayer is if you're playing on normal mode, you can only play with normal mode people. If you're playing on creative, you can only play with creative, and if you're on survival, you can only play with other survival people. So yeah, so for people who want a challenge, probably team play for survival probably sounds like a good time. You know, it's hardcore, permadeath, all that sort of stuff. That could be fun. It does not have friendly fire is turned on, so watch where you're playing with your buddies. Starships are restricted to players who own them. They're still one-seaters, so you can't pick up passengers. You can share items across multiple people's inventories. Photo mode is enabled across multiple people, so you can make cool photoshops if you want. When you get a capital ship, there's a brand new set of multiplayer-specific missions to undertake. They were saying they range from simple tasks like combat stuff to scanning number of creatures to more complex things. Bases can now be built anywhere, underwater, mountain, floating rocks, wherever. You can base complexity can now be up to 20,000 different pieces, which is kind of insane if you think about it, especially if you compare it to something like Minecraft. Base building also has a mission tree, so not only will you can build bases if you want to, but the more you build a base, you'll basically start like quests to build things, basically, which will help new players figure out the building mechanics and stuff like that. Whoever sets the initial piece owns the whole building, but in multiplayer, any party member can add to a base owned by another party member. You can also base build within a capital ship owned by a party member. Getting everybody to land on whoever the host's freighter is and then launching them to another galaxy will be the easiest way of traveling the group to other solar systems. If you're just like stupid rich, you can buy up to a fleet of freighters, up to 50, which is insane, and you can send them out onto various missions real time. An interview I was reading last night, Sean Murray was comparing it to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, in terms of like, you know, they've basically got their own little meta RPG game. They've got stats, and it's like, okay, you send them into this galaxy to fight these dudes. It's going to take this amount of time. It's this chance of success rate. You may lose this, blah, 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 kind of thing, which I really dig. I actually really love that feature in the Assassin's Creed game, so I'm 100% on board with that. And they were saying you can actually, because of how open-ended the game is, you could have your buddy land on a freighter, and you could select that freighter to go like into like a space combat mission in another system, and that freighter would actually take that multiplayer player like out into that system, and he'd be stuck in that conflict until the mission was complete. So you could annoy or screw over your friends that way. Be like, oh, hey, buddy, land on this ship, and then warp it into a system of combat. So that sounds like great antics. The game now has a brand new third-person viewpoint. With the trailer reveal, the graphics have gotten a end-to-end overhaul. Textures, world terrain, water, lighting, physics, real clouds, star fields. Graphics look insanely better than they ever did before. Not that it was never not a pretty game. It has a cool art style, but now it's like they really ratcheted up the detail. First person is still available. You can switch between first and third anytime. Third person also has a customizable player model now, which is pretty cool. I've seen some leaked videos. The options are pretty extensive. You can also change species, so you could be a Gek or a Viking or any of the other species. It also seems like they've added some species, which I'm not going to talk about because it was in a leaked video I saw. All I can say is they look cool. The HUD's been refined a little bit. It's sleeker, less shit on the screen, that kind of stuff. You can repair critically damaged systems of suits and armor and all that sort of stuff piece by piece instead of having to stockpile like a huge pile and it sits in your inventory and then you have all the things to repair it. So you could add it like, you know, it needs one piece of carbon. You could find that one piece of carbon, put it in and keep going or whatever. And then worlds can now be peppered with buried treasure. So you can actually dig for treasure now. Which will pop up when you do scans. There's tons of stuff and lots of stuff that they're not even talking about still because they didn't want to spoil all the surprises. It's interesting. Also, on that same note, for any of the naysayers for No Man's Sky or whatever, Sean Murray addressed the original launch of No Man's Sky, and he was saying, in terms of people's disappointment, he had no other choice than to launch in August of 2016. He said the studio was literally out of money, and if they hadn't launched that month, they would have been broke. So they did launch early. It wasn't the greatest decision. And they did have pressure from Sony to also get the game out the door as well. So things that we speculated over the years turns out to be true. And they were saying, you know, if they'd had a year or even 2 years more to work on the game before they launched it, that would have been better. He said, however, it was a blessing in disguise because they were able to get valuable feedback and then focus on the things that the community wants to make the game better. And they feel that this next update is not only their biggest, but will hopefully hook a lot of new players as well. So that's what I have to say on No Man's Sky. And my voice is dying, Mike. What do you got?
I mean, with No Man's Sky, I was, you know, everybody knows how I feel about that. I kind of I stopped playing it after a while. It was a good, I have 20 minutes to spend. I'll just go solo in it. I mean, I'll give it a shot and see what it says. They do say, I mean, they're saying like Sea of Thieves, and I do like Sea of Thieves, and it would be cool taking off from a planet with 2 starships and all that. So, yeah, you know, we'll see.
It'd be cool to explore the universe together, man.
I mean, yeah, that's it, basically. I know I think in the next expansion of Warframe, they're coming out with a new frame.
Yeah, so tell me about that new frame, because I don't know about it.
He's called Vlad. He's the Eidolon frame. He's
okay.
He's a controller. He gets he takes over enemies and has them fight for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a video I can find. So, but yeah, that's what's coming out in Warframe. I got Harrow finally.
Groovy.
So yeah, man.
I think my dog has hatched from the egg.
Kubo?
Yeah, I think it was like a day or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played all week, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just been busy. Also been busy because 2 games came out this week. As everybody knows, I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog diehard. Sonic Mania Plus came out, where it added not only 2 new characters, but also a 4-player versus and a brand new mode called Encore Mode, which basically remixes all of the stages, and you play as Sonic and Knuckles and Tails, and then also these 2 new characters they added, Mighty and this other character who I guess was only in this one Sonic game that's like super obscure, this fucking flying squirrel dumb-looking piece of shit called Ray that I don't like very much in the game.
Obviously.
Yeah, he's dumb. He's really hard to control. Like, he has like this glide thing, but you have to like wiggle the stick up and down to like maintain your momentum while you're gliding. If that makes any sense.
But yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
You gotta like kind of steer a little bit, like a weird swimming mechanic.
Yeah, and it's one of those high risk, high reward kind of mechanics. Because it's like when you get it, you fly really fast, but you're not in a ball, which usually protects you in Sonic games. So like if you crash into fucking enemies, you lose your fucking rings and your health and stuff. A cool thing about the mode though is, so like I was saying, you play as like all of the characters, and there's a swapping mechanic. So there's always 2 characters on screen at any time. And so there's a button to like say like you have like Sonic and Knuckles, and it's like you press a button and you can swap, run really fast as Sonic, and then as Knuckles, okay, you climb over this thing and you glide and you like break through this wall that only Knuckles could break through. But then if you run out of rings, which is your health, and you lose a character, you basically have characters in reserve. So as opposed to like you have a lives, like a number, you actually are collecting the other characters that are just kind of like, in the little TVs that you smash, like in all Sonic games. And so it's like, okay, like a Sonic dies, then one of your reserves comes out. So then suddenly it's like, okay, well, you're playing as Ray and Knuckles now. And it's like, oh shit, this is a little different. And so not only is that a feature of Encore Mode, but also Encore Mode remixes all of the original stages of the main game. So like, maybe you like get to this one section and it's like, oh, really familiar, but then they like made it harder, or in some cases, they like completely like throw like a new boss at you or something like that, and it's like, oh, okay. So it gives you reason to go through the stages. It's like, oh, I remember it being like this, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, they tweaked it like this. This is better. It's like, oh man, this is harder, and then you're like, so I don't know. I'm having a good time with it, but I'm also incredibly, incredibly biased.
Yeah.
Fucking love Sonic and Sonic Mania's best 2D Sonic game, my opinion. But another game that I'm playing, and I know, even though it may sound interesting, Mike will never play it because it's on mobile. There's a sequel to an iOS game called Battleheart. Battleheart 2 is out. It's $3. It's fucking awesome. It's a glorious art style. How do I describe Battleheart? So it's a real-time RPG where you have a party of 4 dudes, and they have abilities on like cooldown timers and stuff. And you're always fighting on one screen, but you're like dragging them around, fighting enemies in kind of like it's a very grindy kind of game, like levels and stats and sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. Very tactical, I guess. It's like, okay, well, you're going to have like the necromancer, and he's going to get healed by the healer. But the healer doesn't have any weapons, so you're going to want a bard who can group heal, kind of one of those kind of things. If that makes any sense.
I gotcha.
Yeah, very tactical, very good, very pretty, fantastic game. I think I've already dropped way too many hours into it. But it's on phones and iPads and stuff, so it's also easy to like play a game here, play a game there, that sort of stuff. So that's really cool, in my opinion. Really encourage other people to get it. Especially if you're on iOS. I don't know if those games are on Android or not. I don't have the answer to that question. Let's see. Are you a fan of the of Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, Mike?
Airbender more than Korra, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, the dudes who brought you both those franchises have a brand new animated show on Netflix called The Dragon Prince, which I guess premieres September 14th. And there's a trailer. Want to see another trailer?
Yeah. It's about time for me to let Pete out, so getting kind of close.
Okay.
Yeah, we can throw another trailer in.
Okay, cool. Let me just pop this up here. I guess it's exclusive to IGN, so let me do this.
We live in a world where nothing is exclusive.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean.
All right, clicking on it now.
Oh, I have to watch a fucking ad. I don't care about you, We Happy Few game. Not about your life.
And okay, so it came up with a. God damn, is that a trailer? It's a trailer. Isn't it?
Okay. So at 3 seconds, I'm looking at a castle.
That's this. I can skip in 14 seconds.
Goddamn ads.
Turn the volume way down. This We Happy Few. I want this game.
I mean, it's sure you go for it, man. As I said, I played the original version of it. It's not wasn't great. It's got a cool art style.
Okay, I'm at 0 where it says you can start seeing the Netflix logo show up.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Count down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Thunderstorm, castle.
This may be the end.
Jelly tart?
Okay. I mean,
yeah, sure.
It's Netflix. Yeah, I'll give it.
It's Netflix. It looks like kind of a very American anime, maybe even almost slightly CGI kind of look.
Yeah.
It looks kind of dark, actually, but, no darker than, like, Korra or something like that. Definitely in that kind of style. But, yeah, like Kingdoms, there's Dragon. Sure. Fuck it. Mm-hmm. Why not? Netflix. Cool. That's all I got. That's all that's come out. Let me click one more thing, see if there's any other hot things. Other than that, I think we're done. For this week's Fork. See anything hot pop up? No new hot things. Well, alrighty. That's been this week's episode. I'm yawning. I'm working your ear. Thanks for joining. Oh. That was awful.
Oh, I'm yawning. God damn it.
Did I really yawn curse you?
Yeah.
You and my girlfriend, man. Like, I just have to, like, fake my mouth yawn, and she will yawn on command. Like, it's funny.
I have to hear it, so...
What?
Yawns are contagious.
Yeah, she says yawns are contagious. So... well, alrighty, Fork fam. This has been another episode of the Fork in Your Ear podcast. As always, I'm your host, author, podcaster, gamer, Tim K.A. Trotter. You can find me over on Twitter, Tim_T. You can find my Twitch stuff when I do stuff, which is rarely. Tim_K.A_Trotter. You can check out all of our stuff on our website, www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Probably the best place to find access to our new show, which hasn't gone live yet, but it's really close to launching. Really hoping to launch it this weekend. The Fork in Your Path. So you'll be able to find that soon. If not, we'll have all the links for it, hopefully for y'all next week. And then you can, of course, tweet at our podcast, at GetForkedPod. You can email at us, the Fork in Your Ear podcast at gmail.com. And did I forget anything?
No, we have a Discord that's pinned to the top of Twitter.
Yeah, we have Discord pinned to the top of our Twitter. Find that out there. And check out our new logo, folks. Send in any feedback you got on it, because it's brand new, it's shiny, it's bright, it's colorful, it's daring.
Still in the paper.
Still in the paper? What?
It's still in the paper.
What is it?
Plastic.
Stealing the paper.
It's still in the plastic.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was not tracking. I was like, what? I don't even understand.
It's weird.
Jessica's playing Mass Effect 3, and she was pointing out the ragdoll physics of this guy she just shot. And it was a dude, and he slumped up against the wall, but his head was like head banging, basically, just randomly. Kind of funny. All right, Mike, take us home.
You can find me on Twitter, BusterKnuckle13, and on the RNG cast if you want to listen to me talk about other stuff, probably mainly more Destiny than anything else.
Mm-hmm. How's your community's vibe on that, by the way? How's the vibe been on RNG in regards to Destiny? Because I'll be honest, I haven't listened in a little while because I've been busy.
Hey, people listen to us. It's weird every time people listen. When people listen to it, when people listen to you, it's really weird.
Sure.
I mean, we're always. I wouldn't say impressed, but we're surprised every time somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I listen." It's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's a very weird feeling, but I mean, it's cool. A lot of time, I think people listen to us because they like to hear Des and I talk about stuff, but that's fine. I mean, there are some Destiny heads out there, and we mainly talk about Destiny. We talk a lot about Paladins too. So, yeah,
groovy.
Everything's good.
Well, all right. Until next time, get forked.
Shazam!
The movie coming in 2019.
Bulletproof, dude.
And we out.
Thank you for listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast. You can find our podcast at www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Feel free to email us at dynamicworks@mac.com.
Dominic Armato, the voice of Guybrush Threepwood, and you're listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast.
The Citadel, Arrival, is the first installment in a series of epic science fiction short stories reminiscent of the Pulp Fiction style. It's a fast-paced story that will take you through twists and turns that you will not expect, until they are thrust upon you with all the force, excitement, and chaos of a plasma cannon blast. The story follows Katarl, a nobody cog in the working wheels of a futuristic society run completely by Megacorp, a corporation that carefully runs and manages the lives of the people living under its sphere of power. On one of Katarl's few and far between days off from work, an outing he had hoped would be fun and relaxing turns into an explosive adventure that drags him kicking and screaming into situations and challenges that will make him question every aspect of his life. Watch this colorful tapestry unfurl as Katarl and his newfound allies find their way through this classic, yet oddly surprising tale of good and evil, where nothing is quite what it appears to be. That's The Citadel, Arrival, by author Tim K. Trotter, available right now on Amazon Kindle Store and iTunes iBookstore for only $2.99.